We're vibing.
I just need to like introduce you though, but I feel like you don't need an intro. WalkSauce42_. I've got the name memorized.
Throw that in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah.
I've got to tell you something. Take me off speaker.
Honestly, if you guys don't know who Walker is, his real name Walker, first of all, I would ask, are you living under a rock? Number two, he is the Palm Beach dad. He is a regular Montauk. You might see him at the Surf Lodge. You most likely will see him at the Surf Lodge.
Leading a diabolically crisp magnum of rosé. A few tendies for old time's sake. You know the drill.
I can't even think of a time that I've been with you where I'm not just hysterically laughing, though. Like, truly. You were like the funniest person on the internet, but I want to know, like, where did it all begin? Like, how did this whole thing start?
I mean, well, first of all, Eric, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks
for having me, baby.
I appreciate
Folks,
it.
It's great to see you. Where did it all begin? I guess between us girls. February 22nd, 1994, Manhattan, New York, Mount Sinai Hospital. That's when I was born. That's when I came into this world. But no, I mean, I grew up in Princeton, New Jersey. That's where I'm from. God's country, the 609.
God's country.
And I was always like, you know, class clown, superlative vibe.
Yeah.
I wasn't necessarily the most academically oriented student, meaning like I wasn't putting in the work after hours.
Right.
But most teachers loved me. Most. I had a few run-ins, but
Is there any one that you want to call out right now?
yeah, I do.
Look at now.
Yeah, I do. Mr. Friedholm, 9th grade.
Oh, we're actually doing this.
Yeah, Mr. Friedholm, 9th grade Sacred Traditions. I'm sorry. I just basically what I mean by this, and Senora Khan, my 4th grade Spanish teacher. I never did my homework.
Well, I mean,
I never did my tarea, as Consuelo would say.
At least you were. Is that Spanish for homework?
Tarea is Spanish for
The
homework.
fact that you remember that makes me think you might have done better than you thought you
Well,
were.
so here's the deal. Where I was going with that was from a I very heavily relied on my Jesus Christ.
You can say homework in
Participation
Spanish.
grades. Participation grades.
Were you like
to get through.
You were like the personality hire of the class.
100%. I was the culture guy.
Yeah.
So
someone needed to bring it.
Someone needed to bring the heat, and I
Yeah.
did that every day in spades. Yeah, I didn't bring my homework, but I brought the zip, baby. So where I'm going with that is
All you need is the zip.
teachers
I mean, honestly.
loved it because you were never going to have a boring class. You were
Right.
never going to have crickets.
And you probably also like
I was
brought
always
out the
gonna have
best in the other students, I would assume.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we've got the childhood down. What
Yeah.
about like when did like, the content
Yeah.
start?
Content.
Like when was
More
that?
specifically, content really started. I mean, when COVID hit, March 2020, you know, the world was in shambles.
Right.
We all
Yeah.
went home to our respective, if you were living in the city or whatever, you know, your respective childhood
You left
homes
the
or
city,
whatever,
yeah.
if you were fortunate enough to do that.
Right.
So I went back to my parents' house and like sitting around on like a Tuesday at like noon in my
Yeah.
childhood bedroom, and I'm like, something feels off, and I'm like, wait, what is that? And I'm like, oh,
Boredom got the best of you.
basically, I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, oh, I don't need to look busy anymore.
Right. Yeah, I don't have to put
So-
on this show.
So like, there's no one over my shoulder. Kind of, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
where's this? So I was like, wait, I have all this free time. I've always loved entertaining and performing.
Yeah, I can't tell.
That kind of thing. Exactly. Who knew? I don't know, but that's kind of an itch that I want to scratch.
Sure.
And so I was having those thoughts a little bit kind of throughout March of 2020.
Yeah.
And then one day in April, I went outside and have you ever seen the YouTube video, kind of a series, Nature Walks?
No.
Bro, okay. It's this guy like in the woods, the wilderness in Colorado, and he's like, it's funny. So this was kind of the inspo for this. I just started picking up things in the woods and being like, oh, like, here's a pine cone. You can tell it's a pine cone because of the way it is.
Wait,
like,
now,
whatever.
holy shit. I feel like I do remember.
You can tell it's an aspen because of the way it is.
No, but I feel like I remember, not him.
Oh, the nature walks.
I feel like I remember seeing these videos now.
Maybe.
But I was only introduced to you once you started doing, like, making fun of all the places that I
Right.
go to.
You
Yeah,
frequent.
that I frequent.
You frequent,
Yeah.
as we say in the industry.
Exactly, in the industry, in Hollywood.
In Hollywood, baby.
Yeah,
but
that's how
anyway,
you say it.
long story short, just so I don't totally drive us off in the wrong direction.
I love the wrong
COVID.
direction, by the way.
So do I. Entire
We
life
could,
is
we
going
could
in the
go
wrong
from
direction.
here to talking about something completely random in a matter of seconds.
I love it. But so COVID was when I got the little bit of kind of like a feel for it. I had a full-time job, contrary to popular belief. I was doing my thing, but
And it was
on
like a
the
serious
weekends and
job,
stuff,
right? Like, weren't you working in, like, finance or something?
Yeah, I was working sell side, as they say.
I don't even know.
So basically, I was working. So Eric, and on Wall Street, there's the buy side and
And
the
the sell side.
side.
Got it.
Buy side, far more coveted position, typically.
Got it.
But
Listen,
that
I
was
mean,
never
you could
going to
still say
happen.
you were working on Wall Street.
I was held back in math in high school.
But
and
you still remember some Spanish.
I certainly do.
So that's...
I certainly do.
I don't remember shit from Spanish.
Yeah, no. I remember actually a lot of random things. But
My Spanish class, I purposely enrolled in the following year, like
Mm-hmm.
junior year one, because if you took Spanish your junior year, you were allowed to go to Spain. And so I locked in on the Spain trip, España, and then I dropped the Spanish class right after I got back from that Spain trip. I'm like, we're not doing this anymore.
you were just ready to just delete some full-bodied
Joke
reds
was
overseas.
yeah, exactly. Joke was on me though, because I had to get another language credit in college, and I had to start back all the way from the beginning in Spanish.
It's karma, baby. Karma.
It really got the best of me. Okay, sorry. I cut
But
you off.
no, all good. Basically, I did this little nature show during COVID. It was just on my Instagram stories. It
Yeah.
wasn't reels weren't even a thing yet. This is when TikTok kind of picked up.
Do you think that you were
and it was,
just
like,
testing the
dances.
waters on the stories to
I
like
was
see
just-
what was happening?
I didn't even do it on purpose.
Yeah.
I went outside and I literally put up a story of like me in the woods. We live kind of in a wooded area, and being like, "Here's a pine cone," and then like people started responding because everyone was online. Like,
yeah,
we,
right.
We, had
We
nothing
were
to
bored. We
do.
were staring at our
bored.
screens the whole time.
Precisely. So
Yeah.
people were like, "Wait, like more of this."
Yeah.
And so I'm like, a little kind of like dance monkey, like little show pony. I'm like, "Wait,
Yeah.
people are liking this.
People
Let me
are
do some
laughing.
more.
They love it.
I'm gonna walk back into this field and like do a little bit." Then we're gonna go into the woods here, and so it sort of snowballed into once a week for a few weeks. I had this Nature Walks with Walker series. I bought a captain's outfit on Amazon
Oh, we went in.
and
We,
a
like,
raft,
fully
like a blow up raft,
a body of
inflatable raft.
water to
Oh yeah, Stony Brook, little river that runs through Princeton.
please. Oh my god. I need
So
to go
we
back and
went
watch these.
into not we. I'm alone. My parents are like,
What is he doing?
"What is my 20
Yeah.
whatever 6-7-year-old kid like? What?"
Is he okay?
No, he's not.
The
I had
answer was
friends
no,
from
by the way.
college hitting me up like because basically I sort of recreated Castaway like in
Yeah.
the woods.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we all kind of felt like we were in
Yeah,
Castaway
totally.
during COVID.
Instead of Wilson the volleyball, I had Tito.
The pine cone?
No, Tito's bottle. I like carved a face in a bottle of Tito's, and I was just out in the woods.
Wait, I totally saw these videos.
You might have. We might have drunkenly at the Brazilian court done a deep
I
dive.
feel like, but did you post any of these? Did you end up posting these later? Or are they
I don't
all
think
just stories?
I posted them later. I made them highlights on my Instagram, so you can go see them.
So
They're
maybe
the
I've
first
done a deep
highlights.
dive. Maybe we talked about it
Yeah.
because I remember the Tios.
But I did that, and I was like, wait, this is fun, but I had my job, so I didn't really do anything with it. And then
Sure.
my parents were like, you know what, Walker and my two siblings, we're packing up the car.
Yeah.
We're driving cross country, Griswold family vacation vibes. We don't know what the hell is happening with this daggone virus. We're going cross country. So we pack up the car. That was my dad.
I was hoping that was your dad and not your mom. Yeah.
exactly. And so we drive cross country, and I'm like, we grew up going to, here's a very Chad element to my life, Sun Valley, Idaho.
We're going to get into Chad, by the way.
Yeah, we'll get into Chad.
Yeah, we
so
need to talk about
bringing
Chad.
this full circle, we road trip to Sun Valley. I was like, all right, if I'm going to be driving across the country, you guys just pulled the plug. You pulled my funding on my
Right.
nature show.
What are we doing here now?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Hot Dog Boy was born.
So wait, where did that come from?
Hot Dog Boy came from the fact that we stopped 8 times a day going across the country for 3 or 4 days. I reviewed hot dogs across the country.
It's honestly
Gas
kinda
station hot
genius.
dogs.
Oh, so nothing like gourmet. It wasn't
No,
like
we were
you weren't going to
stopping
like
at-
Nathan's famous hot dogs.
No, like
yeah.
the Shelby, Iowa Gulf Station Fat Dog
Oh my god.
was the
Was
best
this
hot
still
dog
on?
I had.
Oh wow, you still okay? So this is like a
This was the winner.
Yeah.
Foot long dog, foot long Frank.
yeah.
And I signed up for the Fat Dog Rewards program. So now, candidly, between us girls, Eric, anytime I go to a Gulf station, I get a complimentary Fat Dog.
Stop it.
Yeah.
This turned into like a thing.
It turned into a thing. So anyway,
But this was posted in your feed now. Like people were starting to
I
like
was posting this in
Yeah.
my feed,
Yeah.
but there was no growth.
right.
It was like my 3,000 or 4,000 already just kind of friends. But I posted one every day.
Okay.
So
Well,
it looked like
consistency
I
is-
was on the
yeah,
open
yeah,
road
yeah.
for,
And he was,
month.
by the way. He was on
but
the
I was
open
only
road.
out there for 3 days. So anyway, long story short, late March till around June of 2020, COVID.
Yeah.
I played around with content a little bit.
Okay.
Between Hot Dog Boy and Nature Walks with Walker.
Yeah.
While having a full-time job.
Did your full-time job know what was
They
going
noticed.
on? They did.
They noticed.
What was,
And
the,
so-
what was like the first time someone was like, "Hey, we see what's going on here."
Yeah, our head of HR called me.
It's usually that person.
And was like, it was a good thing though. It actually
Yeah.
it was good. She was like,
They
Walker,
didn't mind.
morale morale among the troops is low. We don't know what to do. Will you do some like company-wide Zoom stand-up
Wait,
bits
so
for us?
they like leaned into it. They wanted.
They leaned into it. So
Wow.
So I basically every morning we had our sales call where, you know, the analysts that were reporting on research that day all got onto a Zoom call along with the entire sales team and our CEO. Basically what I did is I started recreating our morning Zooms where I was each person. So it was pre-filmed. I had to like time it all so it worked out. But like, you know, everybody you work with, like we're all people. We have our own tendencies and like, you know, one guy would always show up and this one dude would always like stretch, but was like trying to flex on camera.
But these were all just characters that you were.
These were, like, I mean, they were characters, but they were literally people that I worked with.
Did people know that you were playing their character?
100%. I was told by HR Walker, we're going to have like at 2 p.m. on Thursday, a company-wide Zoom where everyone's going to get on and we're going to play this for them.
How many people work at this company?
Like around 250.
Jesus.
It was like,
this
it was
isn't
pretty
like,
funny. But
like a little startup. This is like a real company.
Yeah, it was a real company. The sales call, though, would consist of around like 15 people.
Got it. Okay. So it was for one team within the company that you were doing this. But like, you know what? That probably meant so much to those people to have like something to look forward to and like laugh
fun.
at. And
it
like,
gave me some purpose.
That's all that matters. Cut me off all you want. Because what you're saying is a lot more fun and funny than anything that I'm going to say on this fucking show.
Absolutely not.
Promise. So, okay. So then your company, they were like fine with the whole thing. But then like eventually, like you, I feel like blew up. Like people were sending me these videos years ago and I'm like, what is this? Like, where did this guy come from? Because did it start with like the chat? Like, what was like the one that like really stuck?
Putting a nail in the coffin of this original story. Basically, I did some of the HR funny bits. This was summer of 2020. Then we all kind of started to go back to the office a couple months later. So the content stopped.
Fizzled. Yeah.
It fizzled. Phenomenal word. Fizzled out, baby.
That's a great word.
So then we all went back to the office and the content fizzled. Fast forward 3 years, July of 2023. I'm let go from said company.
The one that you've been entertaining?
That I have been entertaining. Yeah. The one where I was the culture guy.
What?
I was let go.
Oh my God.
It's okay. And then August of that year, so August 2023. Thank you for sitting through a 20-minute tangent.
No, this is what I want. This is great.
August of 2023. I'm looking for other jobs in the world from which I was just
let go,
brutally murdered in the town square. I'd become a martyr.
You were. You were.
You're like, you can't kill the culture guy.
No.
Once I was fired, like,
who's providing
like
the humor or the laughs? Everyone was like, oh, this place sucks now.
Yeah.
That happened at one of the companies I worked with. Like the closest person on my team.
Yeah.
She quit. She didn't get fired, sorry, or let go, or laid off, or whatever. She quit, and I was like, this place sucks now. Like, there's nothing I have to look forward to. It really is interesting how one person can like make or break the whole.
Well, I will tell you this, and then we'll carry on. Albert Einstein.
Oh God.
When Albert Einstein died, R.I.P., they left his office at Princeton University untouched.
Just because they wanted to feel like
sealed it off. And I believe you can still go when you go on tours of Princeton. It's still
the exact
there,
same,
the way he left it, and you can see how he left it. My desk at work
is still
where I was working is untouched. They have all my stuff is there. My high school yearbook, clothes, Ferragamo ties, shoes, all my McDonald's coupons.
It's like
everything.
A shrine to Walker.
Basically. And
you are a modern day Einstein.
You're goddamn right I am. And my friends, my old coworkers were like, yeah, we're not letting anybody sit there. Now,
I love this.
Apparently it's become like a communal Bloomberg terminal. So like people will sit there to use the computer, but all of my things
not allowed
are
to touch
still
anything.
there.
Can't touch anything.
Absolutely not.
You can touch the keyboard. Don't touch the Ferragamo tie.
Don't touch the Ferragamo tie.
I have to say, every job that I've ever left or been let go from, they personally escort me out of the building.
Yeah.
With all of my belongings. No one's like, we're going to create a shrine to you.
I got a phone call. They were like, don't show up.
That's how it happened?
I was like, okay, yeah. But anyway.
That is so fucked. But isn't it crazy how like one thing like that led to what you're doing now?
That's where I was going with it. Exactly. So this was July of 2023. I'm looking for jobs, similar gigs in the industry. And my girlfriend, who is amazing, she was like...
She's the best.
She is the best. Eric knows her.
So sweet.
Eric was like, why don't you... Or not Eric. She was like, why don't you... Are we dating? I forgot.
We are. It's official.
Hey, Jeremy.
Sorry, Jeremy.
Sorry, pal. Should we cut the camera?
End of podcast.
She was like, why don't you start making content on social media? Because I've always loved entertaining, acting. I've wanted to be like a film and television actor.
It's actually crazy that you But you hear of a lot of those people who come from like finance or working on Wall Street,
Totally.
and they have this like creative itch that they need to scratch. And
Yeah.
like this was your
Like
opportunity.
you feel like maybe you could be very good at your job or whatever you're doing, but
Yeah.
like at least in my case, in all seriousness,
Yeah.
like I felt, even though I was let go
Yeah.
and I didn't leave on my own volition, like I felt like I had more to offer.
Right.
Not in like an arrogant way, just in my
It wasn't
soul.
fulfilling.
Yeah,
something.
like there was more. I had more. Like I would be making other people's lives better by making them laugh for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Than like calling, hey Rick, you see our video games note this morning?
Right.
Pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway.
And by the way, just to, since you're being serious, I'll be serious. Like
Yeah.
in a world where like, God forbid we laugh at things, like you
Yeah.
are providing like so much more than I think you even know to people. Like
That's
I'm
so
not even
nice.
kidding. My DMs when I said that you were going to be coming on the podcast, people were freaking out. Like,
Let's go. I'm so
freaking
pumped.
out. And I'm not just saying that to like inflate like any, like I know you don't have
Yeah.
an ego, but like I'm being serious. Like people were freaking out, and I think it's because like you go online now and it's like it's always so negative, and then you like
Yeah.
swipe past one of your videos, you're like, holy shit, what is he about to do? Like, why is there a piece of cheese sitting on his face?
Yeah,
And we're
exactly.
gonna get into your skincare
You
routine.
mean my hydrating under eye patches?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can I also just quote one of your? Okay, so hold on, we're gonna go off
Yeah.
the rails a little bit. So
Let's go off the rails.
2023 you got let go, and then this is when you started doing these videos that everyone kind of
The
came
first
to know and love.
character I ever did was
What was it?
the Wall Street intern.
You probably
Wall
had a lot
Street
of
intern
inspiration for
in
that
the
one.
Hamptons.
Yeah.
Just this sort of bull in a china shop kid on the LIRR, ready to drop the drop the equivalent of Guatemala's GDP on his corporate card at, Surf Lodge, or impress some chicks, network with a few MDs out east. I mean, it's going to be absolutely elite. Just don his crisp
Here he goes.
Patagonia vest,
Here he
even when
goes.
it's 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Just walk around in the Loro Piana sleds, get a little ketchup on the Gucci sleds, the deal sleds.
I feel like I'm getting a front row seat to the
You know,
production
it's
right here.
just that guy. That guy
Yeah.
was my first character.
And did that video blow up
Yeah, I mean, relatively speaking, like,
compared to like the other content that you were posting? Like,
yes, like I was trying some different things. Like I was doing like,
and you were like, wait, there's something.
yeah, I was like,
Here.
I would do like whatever I thought, like moms checking into hotels,
Yeah.
or like all different kinds of things.
Yeah.
But when I started hitting this like Wall Street and Hamptons kind of niche
Yeah.
market, I got a little traction.
Can I just quote one of your videos? This is a recent one.
God, yeah.
I just got a botched upper bleph. One of can't
Yeah.
even read it with a straight face. I just got a botched upper bleph. One of my Brent Neal drop pillow earrings fell out on the way home from Mahjong yesterday, and our King Charles destroyed my Chanel ballet flats.
Yeah.
Oh, you had that whole thing memorized.
Of course, I wrote it.
I mean, it's incredible. And by the way, that was an impression of an Upper East Side breakfast order, which is so unbelievably accurate. Like but where are you like getting this from? Like, how do you know what like a Brent Neal drop pillow earring is?
So that's a
Where
great
is that
question.
coming from?
Basically, what I have sort of been doing,
Yeah.
some of it's not really secret,
Yeah.
but walk sauce, 42 underscore.
The sauce, the secret
the
sauce.
sauce is like, I know from personal experience growing up with friends and family
Yeah.
in some of these worlds like Nantucket or whatever, I know who the character is. Like, I know what the person sounds like. I
Right.
know what their cadence is like, and I know how they act.
Yeah.
What's important then is to like, then if you know that, then like anyone can kind of do the
Plucking
research.
out the things that you're like, wait, this is
So
like,
it's okay if she's
it's very niche, by the way. Like
For
you
sure.
you're pulling out like that
That's
earring.
very
I'm like,
niche.
how do you know that?
So
Like,
the character isn't necessarily niche. It's like, it's kind of a
like
know,
the
bitchy,
stereotypical,
Upper
yeah,
East Side,
exactly, yeah.
stereotypical.
We've seen it
mom.
100 different times, but the way you do it,
They just cut a check to, they just cut a check to Taft for $1 million for new athletic facilities, so their kid, who's a total degenerate, can get in.
obviously.
But anyway, as one does. Then when it comes to the hyper specificity, like a Brent Neal drop pillow earring, that comes from me doing my own research, but also asking friends and people.
So
I'll
are
be
your
like,
texts with friends just like, hey, can you tell me if this is accurate? Like,
it's not like I really won't ever send someone something once I've done it and be
Yeah.
like, tell me if this is accurate.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I know it is.
yeah.
It's more like there's a group of mom friends who I'm tight with.
Please tell me you're in a mom chat.
Oh yeah, I'm in mom group chats, and I'm like, wait.
They must love this.
I was like, wait. So, what is like a hot jeweler among moms today.
Got it.
And they'll give me like a list of a few brands, and then I'll be like, I'll just pick one.
Okay, the thought of you being in a group chat with like Upper East Side moms is one of the funniest things. Like, but are you like communicating with them frequently?
I'm
or is it
really
just
not
like,
communicating with them frequently, and like these moms are not actually Upper East Side moms, but they know the vibe.
The vibe, yeah.
And it's, to be honest with you, the majority of the time, I'm doing all of this kind of on my own.
Yeah.
I can just, go onto Google and figure out what is hot, but sometimes I need to be
quick and like
and I've got my moms
you've got
on
the
standby, and they're
sources.
the best.
You've got sources.
I'm nothing without the moms.
No, you're
The
not.
moms
I
group
mean,
chat.
yeah. Shout out to the moms group chat. It's freaking
Hi, guys.
amazing. It's honestly incredible. So I also asked my followers. They have a lot of questions for you, by the way.
Okay. Let me sit up for this.
Also, I need a drink break, by the way. These are Avenue8 Cocktails. They're great. Have you had one of these?
No, I haven't.
They're really amazing, actually. I'm drinking the strawberry lemonade one. This is my go-to.
Cheers. I have the blood orange yuzu paloma.
It's great at 11 a.m., by the way, when we're filming this. I like these, though, because they really do have, like, clean ingredients. Made with real ingredients, which you rarely find. I brought these to, I was telling someone in a previous episode, I brought them to friends in the Hamptons, actually. And they were all gone within
Out east.
about 12 seconds. Out east, as they say in the industry.
As they
say in the industry.
We certainly do.
Yeah. Okay, so I asked my followers questions,
Yeah.
and a lot of them I can't ask on here, but I'll ask you separately. Well, I also, it's called Pedicab Connections is
Yes.
the new show.
Yes, Pedicab Connection.
Where did that was the first question I got from someone, by the way. So it is definitely gaining a lot of traction because people want to know more about it.
Good.
Where did this concept come from? If you don't know, he's a matchmaker.
You're goddamn right I am. I'm like a white hitch with like a 30 BMI. You give me 20 minutes, I'll give you love of your life.
Just 20 minutes. That's all you need.
That's all you need. That's all I need. You clearly needed way more time, but all I need is 20 minutes.
All you need is 20 minutes.
No, I'm just kidding. I have lived in New York for close to 7 years, and really since the incident, the
great firing of 2023.
The great firing of 2023.
Yeah.
Exactly. I have had more time sort of like in the wild. I'm not just kind of like A to B every morning kind of on my phone, commuting to work, whatever. So where I'm going with this is I've had more moments just kind of out in the city, like with my head up, exploring, not to be dramatic, but kind of getting like some inspo. By doing that, having been in the wild, I just kind of noticed like everyone, especially when it comes to commuting and that kind of thing, but even not commuting, like everyone's buried in their phones.
Right. They're not looking up.
They're not looking up, which sounds kind of cheesy, but it's just true.
Remember misconnections on Craigslist?
Wait, no.
You don't know that?
Miss or missed?
Missed connections.
Okay, it feels like probably it was a similar idea.
Yeah, if you were like in a place and you saw someone that was like really hot, you would go on Craigslist and you would be like, I saw this hot blonde, blue eyes, whatever, or brown eyes, brown hair, green, whatever. You would describe the person and you would say, I saw you at like this bus stop at this time. And it was like a misconnections thing. And you go on there and see if, but now, point of the story, there's no one's making misconnections because their heads are always in their phone.
Similar idea, honestly. And it basically, I was like, all right, let me just think, even though I suck at math, as I said, let's do the math here. Call it 8 million people in New York. Stick with me, folks. 8 million people in New York. Chop it in half. 4 million of them are single. Let's say if they're...
Is that the stat? Is that accurate?
It actually is.
It is
relatively
accurate. Got
accurate.
it. Okay.
8 million people in New York City. On average, if you just chop it in half, if there are 4 million singles, let's say there are around 1 million single people literally walking the streets of New York City at any given moment.
Sure.
And you could be walking by someone who could be your potential person.
But your phone is always...
But you're locked in. You know, you're playing Farmville.
You're playing
Or
Candy
you're swiping
Crush.
on Hinge.
I'm not on
Candy
level
Crush.
450 on Candy Crush.
No, I wish I were, but I'm not.
No, I am.
It's a different story. Oh, you are?
Fuck, yes.
I'm not surprised.
It's a miracle that I found
All the Christmas miracle. All the traveling this guy does.
Yeah,
He's locked in on
I
Candy
have
Crush.
no Wi-Fi, but I got the Candy Crush down. Yeah.
But anyway, I was like, why not try to like pop a little bookmark in between someone's day?
Sure.
pimp out this pedicab.
By the
and
way,
we'll rip it around and give him a free ride. And try
Hard
help
to
him
miss
find
the
love.
pedicab.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
you're
an
not-
eyesore in a good way.
Where did this? Did you like build this thing?
Queens, baby. Came from Queens.
Shut up! Oh my
Came
god.
from Queens. Leased it.
Wait, it's leased.
Leased. Not on like a long-term lease. It's like when I need it for the day, we'll pick it up.
Wait, but is it already decorated like
No,
that?
got to decorate it every day. Every
What?
day that I use it.
You decorate it yourself and then you take all the decorations.
I have like
off.
a team of people who help me.
You could say a lot about both of us, but you can't say that you're not dedicated to your craft.
Certainly can't.
Like the
You could, but it would be a lie.
It would be a lie. But the amount of time that you put into like these videos, it's actually unbelievable. But have you been able to like make these matches? Like, have you heard like success stories from these people that
For
like?
sure. I was hanging out in my quaint little 6th floor walk up over in Greenwich Village not 2 days ago, and this gal sends me a text message. I'm like, what? Whose number is this? And then I open it. And it's a selfie
Of
of
her-
she and the guy she connected with 2 months ago out on a date.
Stop it!
Yeah, and let's be
You're
honest.
making real change now. This is real change. This is going
kinda.
beyond making just people like giggle on social media. This is
No,
like
these people have been going steady. Might be heavy. I don't know the ins and outs, but they've been going on dates for 2 months now. And look, I
you
would
better
say
be
on-
invited to that wedding.
On average, I know I'm gonna ride them in.
You're going to
ride in
officiate.
the
Yeah,
bride
they're
and
going to
groom
go down the
in a
aisle in the pedicab. Yeah.
The back of the pedicab says "just met" and it's all lit up, which is fun. But
No, it's
basically,
amazing.
Yeah, so that was really fun. Usually, I have like a little over probably a 50% success rate. Once
That's wild.
two people are in the back seat,
Yeah.
over 50% of the time people are matching. I think it's like if you could just kind of laugh at the fact that you're in the back of this Mingle-mobile and I'm pulling you around, asking you all kinds of ridiculous questions about your love life, and then
It's
someone else is
insane.
willing to be back there with you.
With you. Just hop in.
The ice has kind of already been broken.
That's, I think, the biggest thing is people now with the apps, they don't know how to like organically meet anymore.
Totally.
Like everything is just like such a quick swipe. So like giving someone something that's like mutually uncomfortable and also funny to like laugh at and immediately, like you said, break the ice. Like
Yeah.
you're getting past so many levels in the first like 5 minutes of meeting that
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
Like it's actually
been fun.
genius. Like the whole concept, I love it. And
It's
you
been
guys
fun.
like you need to see it on social media because I don't even know how to describe it.
It
like,
has its own
without
little
you.
page.
Yeah.
Pedicab Connections. Shameless plug.
Okay, other questions. It's amazing. Like I'm obsessed with it.
Oh God.
How does your skin not get angry as hell with all the food that you put on during the get ready with me?
It's a good question. How does my skin not get angry as hell at me with all the food I put on my face?
He does. I mean, you guys know I like my skincare. He does these skincare
I
tutorials.
basically make fun of you.
Yeah, he's poking fun at me. Not even poking fun. He is fully making fun of me, which I'm honored, by the way. He does like these get ready with me
Yeah.
videos, but they are with like you did one with peanut butter. I saw.
Yeah. Well, yes. When it comes to peanut butter, I'm a Skippy girl personally. Crunchy,
Chunky?
crunchy,
Crunchy.
crunchy to exfoliate. Thank you for interrupting. Creamy for a smooth, hydrating sort of mask. So it really depends on the day and the function.
What
But
do you-
I'll put on a smooth, creamy mask at night.
What do you recommend for the pores? What do you
for
recommend
the pores?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a huge proponent of hydrated under eyes to start.
Right. Okay.
So your cheek, 65% of the pores on your face lie on your cheekbone. I'm making all this
that
up.
the truth?
I'm making all this up.
I thought it was true for a
I'm
second.
making this up. But a nice Swiss or smoked Gouda
Smoke Gouda. Yeah.
hydrated under eye patch.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Does the trick. And for the pores itself, honestly, I am no stranger to a Greek yogurt base. I'm not. Faye, little honey drizzle if you're feeling dangerous.
Wait, have these brands contacted you to do these?
They really haven't.
They need
which
to.
is kind of funny.
I mean, they need
shout
to
out Cabot Farms. There's like a cheese dairy farm in Vermont. They sent me probably like if there was a meteor coming to Earth and like we had to build like a doomsday
You've got
shelter,
enough to
I had
live
enough
off of.
cheese to live probably for like a couple of years.
And do they send
Cabot.
it with the hope that you're going to eat it or rub it on your face?
I don't think they really. You know what? That's not fair. That was going to be kind of a cynical answer. Not actually cynical. I was going to say they don't really care, but that's not true. They're buying into the bit.
Yeah.
They want me to make some more content and throw on
Throw
it
on some
the face.
cheese. Yeah.
I
mean, why
actually
not?
haven't done the Get Ready With Me's in a little while. I should bring them back.
You need to bring them back. Clearly, they've stuck. I mean, they are
should.
hysterical. Okay, are there any parodies that you would not touch? Like, is anything off limits? I've noticed, like, with your videos, you do a really great job of you kind of make not make fun, like you poke fun at
Yeah, for sure.
these like uber wealthy communities that it's hard to feel bad for people in
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. You're in the Hamptons sipping your rosé on a Saturday and he's
Totally.
poking fun at you. Like, are there like, I can't imagine that you would do anything that would really ever. You do a really great job of not offending, but making people laugh.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. The one thing I will say is this: no matter who you are or where you come from, if you fall in like the 0.01% of the
Yeah.
population, like uber wealthy, or the opposite end of the spectrum, like we are all people, and there are some things, even money, not to be dramatic or serious, like can't help.
Right.
People who are very wealthy still have problems that are real. You know, people get
For
sick,
sure.
family members get sick,
Yeah.
pass away, things like that. So like that is one thing obviously that's a little bit more heavy, but like that's just one thing I want to throw out there. I'm not thinking like, oh, like you're a billionaire,
Right.
you have no problems. That's not the aura, the vibe. But take that
Yeah.
and then put it aside. Other than that, all bets are off.
Are off.
So
Yeah.
like it's just the world of the 1%
Yeah.
is just a world that like you can't not, if you come from it or you live it, you can't not even laugh at yourself sometimes.
Right, because it's crazy. The shit that you
It's
witness
insane.
firsthand in some of these towns, it's like, oh my God, the best is like walking down Worth Avenue in Palm Beach.
Oof.
I swear, I'm not even kidding. Jeremy and I looked at each other after this. We're like, we got to get out of here. Like, there was a woman behind us complaining that her assistant didn't, I swear to God, didn't fly down the right. It was cold. I mean, God forbid it gets below 60 degrees in Florida.
God forbid.
God forbid. Her assistant didn't fly down the right fur for her
Mm.
on the plane. The plane, not on like
fired.
JetBlue, on the plane.
Yeah, obviously
Yeah.
What's JetBlue?
Yeah, exactly. Never been on it.
JetBlue, is that a drink?
It's a drink. Yeah.
Is that a cocktail?
Yeah, it's a cocktail. It's like a little mixed thing. They put an umbrella in it.
Nice.
Cute. Just kidding. I'm normally like in the back of a JetBlue flight on the way down there. But
Steerage.
Truly, just put me in the overhead compartment. As long as I get a discounted flight, I don't care. The next conversation, literally 12 steps ahead of us, was a woman talking about how she was sending what was it, like the prenup or something to the attorney to review. I'm like, Jeremy, we need to
Yeah.
leave. We've been down. It was when we were renovating the apartment. I'm like, we got to get out of this town. Like, it's
I'm
just
dead.
so the fact that you've like managed to like pinpoint these like funny stereotypes in a way that I think can make people laugh, even if they're in those communities. Like,
Well, it's like
they must love it.
Totally. And
It's an honor.
I think I love it. And I am so thankful that people, you know, the few people who have seen my stuff are like,
Stop downplaying it.
I'm
I mean,
just trying to be-
the few people, like
The
people,
group, the
you
cohort.
can't go out in Palm Beach with this guy. Or I mean, I
That's
haven't
true.
been out in
That's true.
Nantucket or any of those towns with you, but like Palm Beach, you sit down at a table, every 12 seconds, someone is like, I just need to tell, I don't want to interrupt. It always starts with,
But
I
I
don't want to
will.
interrupt. And
But
I'm
I
like,
will.
But you're interrupting.
yeah, that's okay. I love when people say
no,
hi.
he loves it. But they love you. Like, it's incredible.
Yeah, it's been really fun for me to do. I had never even been to Palm Beach when I started doing the Palm Beach character.
It's
the Palm Beach
so
dad, but
good.
like basically the person who I was originally making fun of, or like let's just go Palm Beach dad specifically here. It's
Yeah.
like you have that world, and like there are plenty of people who operate and live in that world who are great. Their lives are still ridiculous and like hysterical, but like they get it. Then you have the population within that group,
Right.
that cohort, who are just insufferable. And it's like they're just brutal.
You've
and like
managed to
they're
find-
arrogant
Yeah.
and like they want to flaunt, you know, their lifestyle
All of
and
it.
stuff. And that
Yeah.
is like, so it's fun. You'll notice when you watch my stuff, normally whenever we're doing some kind of 1% humor
Yeah.
piece,
Right.
something is sort of falling apart. Something is going wrong. The AC Memorial Airport on Nantucket has run out of private jet fuel, and like Betty Boop and all of her misfit children are wheels up on the JetBlue A320 back to Logan, and I'm stuck here with my fucking $30 million home in Wisconsin, and I can't get off the island to the mainland, and the poor 14-year-old girl who plays youth lacrosse for the Whales is like quaking in her little boots behind the desk because some asshole guy is like screaming at her that she told him that the jet fuel, for Atlantic Aviation can't get across, the water on the ferry for 3 days. Like that kind of thing.
I feel like I just sat front row at like a Beyonce concert watching that just happen in front of me. Was one of the, I mean, It is, but you're right. You kind of like pinpoint the funny like downfall craziness of it, and I don't know. I love the way you do it, and like it's so fucking specific.
The first
like,
world
every
problem.
Single
The
it is.
specificity is important.
It's
for my
beyond
stuff.
specific. It's amazing.
I try to be specific.
Speaking of, well, I said Beyonce, but someone said, "Are you a Swiftie?" Do you talk about Taylor Swift?
I'm a Swiftie, yes, in the sense that I love her music.
I love
her live shows.
Okay.
Personally, I don't care for her sort of extracurriculars
Yeah,
outside of the stadium, but I'm trying to think.
Like, was this?
There was an article. There was this campus cutie.
Yeah.
It was like this write up, some kind of blog thing. I think like a bunch of colleges when I was in college. Shout out Hobart, the Harvard of the Finger Lakes. Anyway, I was there and I was interviewed to be a campus cutie, to be the campus cutie, whatever the hell that means. And
It's an honor.
the summer before, I had been to Taylor's first name basis, 1989 show at MetLife.
World Tour.
And it was sick. I was there with my brother, my sister, and
Puts
my
on a
uncle.
good show.
The show was unreal. And
Yeah.
I was like, wait, okay, now I really am a Swiftie.
Yeah, there's something here.
And the only other thing to whoever asked this question, I'll tell you, I am a Swiftie in the sense that I listened to like her mainstream stuff in high school. So
Yeah.
like Love Story, You Belong With Me, like, Fearless, all that stuff with my buddies.
If you weren't listening to that though, and you were just like in denial over like, oh, I've never heard one of her songs. It's
Oh
like,
my God, no!
You're the biggest Swiftie.
I was remember when we were in high school, laptop carts.
No.
Like laptops would be. Did you go to private school or public school? I don't know if this makes a difference.
I went to public school.
Yeah, you fucking peon. No, I'm just kidding. But at least at my school, we had these laptop carts that would be
We didn't
wheeled
have the
into
money
our
for it.
room. They'd be wheeled into our room.
We didn't have laptops.
You know what? I thought I was with somebody cut from a different cloth, so I'm gonna head out. Thanks for having me. No. We had laptop carts, and they would. Where I'm going with this is, laptops weren't like big enough. Like everybody owned them.
Yeah, we didn't have them
Like,
at all.
We were still. They didn't even exist.
Yeah, they didn't, I didn't even know what it was.
But we I would come home and play like Frogger on the family PC, you know what I mean? Or like Sims or Roller Coaster Tycoon. We didn't have laptops at home really. So at school they'd be wheeled into a classroom. You could have it for the class period to like write an essay or something. My friends and I would always watch 2009, 9th grade, Love Story, the music video. We would like watch it in class.
Yeah.
So I like Taylor Swift's music. I think it's great regardless, but also there's an element of nostalgia that like is sort of resurrected in me.
Sure.
When I listen to some of those older songs of
Right.
hers.
Yeah. So you're a
And
Swiftie.
it makes me excited. So I'm a Swiftie.
You're a Swiftie.
Again, 15-minute answer that could have taken 2
Could've
seconds.
but I like the long answer. Someone said we need a Rush parody. Have you ever done a Rush
Oh
parody?
my God. No.
Why haven't
Sorry.
you done a Rush parody?
I just bandwidth. No, I haven't done it yet, but I wanted to get into like Rush, the whole kind of back to school scene.
Yeah.
Like some of the crazy like dorm interior decoration
For sure.
scenes.
We need a Bama Rush one.
We need a Bama Rush. So
Yeah.
like, what do I do there? Am I like doing like a dance?
I think you're
Am I-
doing have you seen the ones where they open the doors and there's like 50
Yes, there's
of
like.
them?
Do I just
hey,
clone myself?
Yeah, we need, because you do like the Jet and, is his name
Pookie and Jet.
Pookie and
The
Jet.
Pookinator. Good
How do you
Lord,
do
babe.
those? Just like a green
That
screen?
outfit's a knockout. Look even better on my floor.
Is that like a green screen you're using?
Yeah,
and then
it's
you
like
film yourself over
it's
the green?
like shoot, I forget what the app is called. There's some app. Is it CapCut?
I don't know.
It might be CapCut, but
My videos, I'm just like
just-
yapping into my phone in a bathrobe.
that's
Yours are
kind
like
of what I do
art.
too. But it basically, I had to YouTube this. I had to learn how to do this. But I taught myself how to like split the screen
In two.
in two. So then,
You can
but
do
I have
it.
to be careful. I have to put like a little mark on the floor.
So you know not
so
to
I
like
know not to
overstep.
cross. Otherwise, Jet's arm will disappear. And the Pookinator over here is talking all about her little baby bump and, Paloma on
Have
the
they
way.
reached out to you?
They don't like me, I don't think.
Really?
I don't think. We are at the same agency, and
No.
my team reached out to their team to try to do a collab,
And they said no?
and nothing came of it.
Can I just say that
Put it
if
that way.
you can't, I would be
You got to be able to laugh at
so
yourself.
honored, truly honored, if I was doing something on social media that like picked up enough steam that people were like,
We're
if you,
parodying you.
exactly. I think what is it? Imitation is the
Yeah.
biggest form of flattery.
Yeah, imitation is the
Like,
most sincere form of flattery.
Sincere. There we go. See, private school right here. I didn't learn that in public school. But if someone decided that they were going to impersonate me on the internet, I would be honored. I don't know what the fuck they would do, but like the guy who do you know Dylan? He does.
Who was your
oh
guest?
yeah, no, Dylan. He does these videos that are he looks into the camera and he's like, "Shut the fuck up and fuck me." Have you seen those?
No.
They're going everywhere.
Wait,
it is
no.
out of this world, and it's like blowing up. Like Cooper Coke, the guy's in that Monsters movie TV show. Like he did it. Like it's
Wait, I don't know
blowing
who that is.
up. You have to look up. Here, I'll show you one of the videos.
I'm sweating like a pregnant nun. I gotta.
It's fine. Quick change right here. Wait, hold on. I'll pull up one of his videos because they are incredible.
Wait, I haven't seen these.
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up and fuck me.
I'm dead.
Oh, here he is.
Wait, no.
And then like an old person will always like walk by. Oh, that one's with Harry Jowsey
I'm
though.
dead.
And they've gone like mega viral, and people are like impersonating him and like doing this video. I'm like, and he's leaning into it so well.
Wait, that is funny.
But it's so good. Point of the story. I can't believe that they wouldn't want to like
Yeah,
do something with you.
And honestly, I feel like they're obviously doing their thing, and that's great. And I have no problem with Pookie and Jet, FYI.
Yeah.
If anyone thinks like they like
No.
wronged me, and I'm like ripping on them, that's not the case.
You also do
I
such
just like
a
to try to
fun-
find
yeah.
topical, viral stuff, and then kind of from an observational perspective, observational humor angle, mimic it or like
You did theirs
whatever.
like at the didn't you do like the Derby one or
Yeah,
something?
I've done a ton of them.
Yeah, it was
they
like-
go to the Kentucky Derby.
I've
Yeah.
scrolled. I've seen.
Yeah,
I've seen them all. I've
The
watched.
top hat.
Yeah. So good.
Good Lord, babe. Good Lord,
hold on,
babe.
there's probably
That
one or
outfit's
two
a
more that I'm-
knockout. Can
one
look
or-
even better on my floor.
I'm telling you, like when I hear you go into these characters, I feel like I'm witnessing like
The old man.
Like,
the old man emergency board meeting.
a lot of people ask, what is your favorite character that you've impersonation that you've done?
Honestly, I really do love doing the old guy, the kind of old waspy emergency board meeting character. Like, folks, we have an epidemic running rampant throughout our club in the form of scantily clad au pairs at the pool. This is not a Chili's. What's next? Is the young member committee going to suggest we erect a stripper pole in the shallow end? You know, that kind of thing. Like the old funny, the old guy, the old crusty guy.
There's always one.
You know, it's 100 degrees outside. He's wearing 4 layers of sweaters. He's got his crest ring and he just doesn't give a shit about anything other than upholding the values. The values.
It's always the values, by the way. They're
Of
always
our
concerned
club.
about the values of the club.
Certainly.
Can we talk about the situation at, we don't have to mention the club, but in Palm Beach where you used a green screen?
Oh my God, of course.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I want to talk about this because
Totally.
the club scene in Palm Beach is ridiculous, by the way. It's insane. It takes years to get in unless you're like father and father's father and father's father's father was a member, a founding member.
Mm-hmm. And even then, you're probably on the wait list.
You went to, yeah, exactly. You went to one of these clubs and then you filmed on a green screen at home. And someone got in trouble who was a member of the club just because you were there previously?
Yeah. Basically, I went to one of the clubs. I'm not going to name names.
Yeah, no, we don't have to
B&T.
name- Oh.
And I go to the B&T. That's Bath and Tennis. Palm Beach Bath and Tennis, for anybody who doesn't know.
Look in the camera and say it. Look in
Palm
there.
Beach Bath and Tennis Club.
I'm never getting in there. Not
That
that
club.
I ever had a chance.
Yeah, but I didn't even do anything wrong.
No,
It
you
doesn't
did
matter.
nothing wrong.
It
It
doesn't
was-
even matter. See, here's the deal. I grew up my entire life. This should not come as a shock to anybody in the country club world.
Right, you're
I
pulling
know
it from your own-
inside out.
Yeah.
That's where I came
That's
from.
where the inspo is coming from.
Right. So, I am well aware that clubs, of course, have rules, whatever, and even if some rules seem old-fashioned or
Right.
ridiculous,
Yeah.
whatever, there's an element of respect that goes into a country club, and like you know,
Right.
you want to respect that.
Sure.
Don't be an asshole.
Right.
Fine. Here's the story. Here's what happened. I went to the B&T
Yeah.
to have lunch with a friend. Nothing happened. Literally, we had lunch. It was great. You know, people came over and said hi, and
Yeah.
everything was pleasant, honky-dory, etc. I leave, no issues, great. Not once did I take my phone out.
Right.
I left
You
my
followed
phone
every
in the
rule.
car.
Yeah.
Intentionally, just because. Even at clubs that I go to, phones of course are a no-no
Right.
for the most part.
Yeah.
Especially talking. It's like talking in private areas or whatever. It's
Right. They have those like
it's
phone booth
distracting
things you
and
can go.
annoying. Yeah, you have the old school phone booths.
Right.
Perhaps take it into the card room or whatever. But obviously pictures, videos, that's a no-no for the most part. So none of that. And I know that the B&T, of course, is a staple, very old world spot in Palm Beach. So I wasn't even going to mess with it.
Right.
A while later.
Oh, so this wasn't like the next day. This
It was a few days.
Okay.
So not a while. A while is not the right word.
A few days later.
A few days later.
Yeah, right.
I made a video with a green screen. I filmed it in my house.
Yeah.
With a green screen. 1,000 miles away in New Jersey.
Right.
And the green screen was an old aerial photo
Of the B&T.
of the B&T.
Yeah.
From like 2007. And it was a classic Chad goes to lunch at the B&T.
Right. So it wasn't even like you used an image that could have potentially been
No, there
the
wouldn't have been
inside
like
of-
you couldn't. There were no people in it.
Right.
There were no potential members who
Yeah.
didn't give consent in the background. I filmed nothing on property.
You didn't even take the photo. It was like the green screen.
Of course, I
was-
didn't take the photo. I pulled
Right.
it off Google.
Yeah. Right.
Anyway, and it was just my normal Chad green screen, like all like, I just got absolutely worked at my serve and volley clinic. Like I'm just gonna go delete, an unethical amount of South Sides and then crush, Turkey Club kind of thing. Just at lunch with the trays and doing the thing.
Yeah.
That's all it was. And I got a phone and I posted it. It was no different from my normal videos. I didn't mention anybody in particular. Nothing. The only thing I said was on the cover of the video was like Chad goes to lunch at the B&T.
Sure.
And I've done this before at other clubs and stuff. And I got a phone call from my family friend who was like, Walker, like, I'm so sorry, dude. Like, I'm just taking grenades. Like, I'm taking so much heat. Like, can you delete that video? And I was like, sure.
The fact that that many people, though, knew that you happened to be there with that.
Someone went to the front desk, pulled my name out of the guest log, and found the member who I was visiting with, and had the club or whoever called the member, and then had the member call me. I mean, look, I took it down because I didn't want my very good family friend to have to deal with this. At the end of the day, it's just a video, like, and it's not worth it.
And also another way that just shows that, like, you would never, you don't cause problems. Like, you really
No.
don't want to cause problems.
I don't
You just
think
want to make
so.
people laugh. But this one,
Yeah, it
unintentionally-
was a very generic, just like Chad going to lunch, talking about his serve and volley clinic. I didn't name names, I didn't anything. But anyway,
Yeah.
I forgot about this. But yes.
that was like one of the first stories because we met in Palm Beach.
Yeah, we met at my rosé
Yeah,
party poolside at the Brazilian
Court. Best hotel in Palm Beach, by the way. We love it there. It's great.
Hey guys.
And we talked about that. I think Courtney from the Brazilian Court was the one who brought it up because we were all kind of like laughing about the craziness of like how serious they took this video that was not filmed there. Number one.
No.
Like, you're allowed.
I
to
totally get it. Well, let me back up. I totally would, of course, have understood if I had like been there as a guest,
Right.
like filming stuff. That would
Right.
have been so inappropriate.
Wildly. Yeah. And like
Even as a member, that's inappropriate.
Yeah.
Like, but I genuinely did think, even having grown up in this world, and I know, the B&T is one of the old school staples, but
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be an issue.
Right. Just talking about it on
Just
social media,
mentioning
basically.
it.
Yeah. It was very
and
clear that
having
you
an
weren't.
old photo.
Right. It was very clear you weren't filming that at
Of course
the club.
not.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's great. I mean, and I would brag about it.
Exactly. I'll be
I'm-
back there for lunch this winter.
Yeah, exactly. And I can't wait to see you down in Palm Beach. Are you going to be down there a lot?
I will be. I think I'll definitely be on and off.
Yeah.
I'd love to do another little stand-up night at the Brazilian Court,
Well, count me in for that.
which would be fun.
I didn't go to your last one.
I only did one. I don't really do stand-up comedy, like, not for any reason other than, not to sound kind of corny, but it's like a different muscle.
Sure.
And I could totally do it. I could do some kind of fun show where
I feel like
I'm
you would
doing
be
different
so good
characters.
with crowd work.
Yeah, thank you. I agree. Like, just
Like
like
your
pick people out.
Yeah, like your back and forth would be so good. And like,
Yeah.
do you know Jessica Kirsten?
No.
She's great. She's a hilarious comedian, and 99% of like what she does is
Crowd work?
and it's, oh my God, it's so good. I
But I love
never
it.
sit front row at her shows. I always sit in the back. 'Cause I'm like, if I get called out, and we follow each other on TikTok, I'm like, if she sees me, would she call me out?
Wait, I'm dead.
We follow each other, and that's my nightmare.
Jessica Kirsten.
She
JK,
is
I'm going to look you up.
hilarious. But I feel like your crowd work is so good. You should start doing that.
It'd be fun. I'll do like some private events sometimes. I'll
Yeah.
get hired to like do a birthday party or like holiday parties at like hedge funds. I go up
Yeah.
to like Greenwich and like roast people. But
Getting paid to roast is
Brazilian
like,
court, yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun. The Brazilian court, I'll try to do something this winter.
we should bring the podcast down there.
We should. Poolside.
Bring the pool. It would be so good. We did last week's. We did in Positano. Jeremy and I
Oh, sick.
filmed it on our balcony.
How was Positano?
Oh my God, it's so
Glorious.
great. Have you been there? It's amazing.
I have not, but I
It's-
can tell you this. The second Eric Goldie boards a flight in New York, every single bottle of Aperol Spritz abroad quakes in their little Italian boots. Little ripples. It's like in Jurassic Park when the T-Rex is coming and you see like the ripples. They're quaking.
Oh God, he's coming.
No Spritz is safe.
No spritz is safe.
Throw that on a T-shirt.
I'm putting that on a T-shirt.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me,
I
Eric.
feel like my face hurts from laughing so
You're the
much.
best. We're going to go put some Smoke Gouda eye patches on.
Bye,
Thank you, guys.
guys.
See you later. Thank you, bro.
Thanks.